Hi, I am Daniela and I am a curator at Wormbase. For the Pitch It Innovation Challenge, I want to share with you the Micropublication Biology project. Micropublications are not a new concept. Micropublications are minimum publishable units. We are implementing Micropublication Biology, a platform for researchers to submit minimal research results units according to minimum standards for data reporting. Let me show you a simple practical example. You just tested a new GFP reporter line, you have very interesting results, but for one reason or another, the results get shelved. Data will end up sitting in laboratory notebooks or computer files and will never reach the scientific community. We all know that all publicly funded research should be made available to the community, and perhaps someone else will publish the data after repeating the experiment. And this is a great waste of funds and scientific provenance. I'm not there to see your answers, but I'm sure many of you have done experiments that have never been published and could have been published. And we are all aware that a lot of money is spent every year to fund experiments that will never reach the public audience, including negative data. To overcome this, at Wormbase we implemented a submission pipeline so that users can submit data for a single experiment. The submission is peer-reviewed. If accepted, it gets a DOI and is published on Wormbase. The incentives for the community are that the citation can be usable as part of metrics in grants or CVs. Data is discoverable with like data in Wormbase. Scientists do not have to wait for a whole story to have their data published, and provenance is maintained. The incentives for us curators are that we don't have to mine for the data because it's directly sent to us. We can enforce controlled vocabularies and ontologies. We can enforce data compliance to minimal standard of scientific reporting, and we can communicate directly to the data producers. We have piloted one submission as a proof of principle, so if a lab now has a new GFP report online, it can micropublish it on Wormbase. Users can go to the Wormbase site, click on the link, and have access to a form which is self-intuitive, has autocomplete functions, and have hints embedded to guide users through. Micropublication data is then displayed like other expression data on the Wormbase site and can be cited. Our Pitch It Innovation Challenge proposes to bring the project to the next step and expand to other data types and other organisms. And it will also help us to increase discoverability. First, we want to continue a dialogue with BioCaddy Data Discovery Index, and at the same time, we aim at starting a new online journal for future indexing into PubMed. We have a mock-up version of the journal, but the Innovation Challenge support will help us starting a professional site with a backend that will directly feed data into our database. Finally, I would like to thank Paul, Tim, and Karen, who is sitting in the audience with you guys right now, the whole Wormbase group, everyone on the EasyID mailing list, which is a great source of information, and Force 11 for giving me the opportunity of presenting this remotely today. Thank all of you for listening.